Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I have created a fully functional automation system for a company that is related to web hosting or hosting company. So what basically this automation is going to parse all the data from the invoices, place them into a Google Sheet or a database. If it's no matter if it's Airtables or Google Sheet, it will store all the data, all the information into the sheet like this, as you can see it, and then it will calculate all the totals, the total sales right over here. You can see it. For example, this all data has been entered by the AI automation system, so it was a repeated task. So I was just making this automation. So for example, if I copy one of this record and I paste it right over here, you can see it. This total sales are going to increase. So I'm going to try it again. You just see, okay. So it's 41. If I paste it again, it's 45. So this is how this automation works. It will give you all the records in total sales. So this is a really amazing automation that I'm going to share with you. So if you're a business owner, you don't have a lot of time to deal with these invoices. So I have created a fully functional automation system that will parse the invoices, store them into database, and then store the invoice file into a separated Google Sheet, sorry, the Google Drive. So you can access both of them. So this is a really clean and neat data, and it's like calculating all the invoice totals, like the all the totals that are coming from the invoices, and then they are just summing them together into this field, which is total sales. So coming to make.com, I'm going to show you how this automation works. So if you're a business owner and you don't have really like a lot of knowledge in technology or automation or programming, then you don't need to worry about anything. I'm going to provide you the full blueprint, and you just download that and import it into the make.com, and you just like there will be like a really few changes into the automation system. Just you have to add your own data into that automation system related to your business, and it will work. So here I am in my make.com dashboard, and this is the scenario that I have created, which is invoice and receipt resorter or parser. Okay, so what it basically does, it just add the Gmail module into the scenario. And let me just explain this one by one to you. So in the Gmail module, we are just going to look into the inbox folder of our email, and then we are going to only fetch unread emails. And once we fetch that, we will be looking into the attachments. If we have PDF files, we will be parsing data from those PDF files. Okay. So at one time, we are retrieving 10 emails or 10 items. Okay. So in my previous videos, I have told you that why we are using iterators. Iterators are basically used to take out data from a collection. So since we have 10 emails, this is called a collection. So we are taking one data one by one and giving them into the pdf.co module. Here is the PDF parser. Okay, so this iterator will get an attachment variables, which is an array. Okay, so this will get all the attachments from each email, and then one by one it will give it to the pdf.co module. So this is a PDF parser. So it's really simple to just set up the pdf.co connection. You just have to go to pdf.co and then create an account, and they will give you an API key. This is giving you around 10k free API calls per month, which is I think enough for you, because if you are getting around 5k or 6k invoices monthly, then I think this is a really like you don't need to pay for the paid subscription. So this works. They are giving you 10,000 per month for free. So right now the pdf.co module, or we can just simply call it the PDF parser, will get a file which will be a PDF file which we will be getting from the iterator. Okay, so the iterator will give the PDF file to the PDF parser module, and it will convert the PDF to text. Okay, simple. You can see it. You can convert it to all other formats, but I want to convert it to text later because I want to use this. I want to use this text file into an AI model. Now we click OK. So after that, we will be sending an HTTP request to a URL where the parsed data is stored. So this PDF file or this PDF parser will give us a link. Okay. So if we click here, you will see this is the URL. So the URL is coming from the PDF parser. It will be storing the text file or the text data that is converted from the PDF file. Simply as that. So we will just place this and send a GET request. So yeah, now we have the Google Drive. Why we are using the Google Drive? We are using Google Drive to store the PDF file so that we can access it later for like investigation or anything that goes wrong. We will have a storage where we store all the invoices. Okay, so here we go. So if I open this, it will have a folder location where we will store our invoices. Here is the invoices folder, and it will get the file from the flow control iterator. So as I said, this iterator is getting the PDF files from the emails, okay, and then it will give it to the Google Drive. So the Google Drive is going to be uploaded to the Google Drive, and now we have the Gemini AI. So why I don't use Gemini? Why I don't use ChatGPT? So simply as that, I will say ChatGPT cost a lot of money. So I'm creating this for a demo purposes to my client or a company. So basically, I use Gemini. They are giving around 300 calls or requests per month, and I think that works for me. If you are starting out, you don't have any money, you can use Gemini. If you don't know how to set up Gemini, just comment down below. I will make sure to create another video for this. Or I will just start a new series on mag.com on how we can completely learn and how we can just fully understand the mag.com. Okay, so after that, if I come to the Gemini, here is the prompt. Okay, so simply I'm telling the Gemini to get this text file or this text data from the request module. The request module will give us a response, and we will use that response data into our Gemini. So basically, I'm telling Gemini to get that data and see if the data is related to invoice and the data is having some type of information that is an invoice, then you have to parse that data into a specific format. And there is the format. I'm telling the Gemini to parse or create the variables in in a JSON format. And sorry, let me just explain that again. I'm just telling the Gemini to create a JSON format that will contain the following information. Okay, it will contain the invoice number, it should contain the date of the purchase, it should contain the time of the subscription, which will be in the days. Okay, and then operating system. Since I have created this automation for a hosting company, it will be depending on the data or depending on the information that you have on your invoice. So they have operating system type in their invoices, so I'm gonna be using this type of variables and um, just parsing the data. Then the configuration, the traffic, you get the idea. And here I'm providing the response of the HTTP request, so which will contain the parsed data from a PDF file. Okay, so I'm giving him an example that the data you should give me should be look like this, which contain the invoice number, the date, the subscription, operating system, configuration, traffic, and all of them. So I'll click OK. I hope you get the idea. So now, what is a JSON? So simply, JSON is used for transferring or transmitting the data. So here, I'm going to receive sorry, I'm going to receive the data in a JSON format. So basically, I'm going to give it to the JSON parser as a string, and I'm going to tell him to organize this data for me into different variables. So I'm gonna use the Google Sheet, and the Google Sheet, I will place all the data that has been coming from the JSON module. Okay, so it's an invoice number, date, time of subscription, operating system, configuration, and all the data into this module. Okay, now so let's run this scenario for the last time and see if it really works. So what I'm gonna do is I have already received an email which contains an invoice. Okay, so right here on the Gmail module, I will tell the Gmail module to read only those emails or fetch those emails which are new and unread. And after you read that, mark them as a read. Okay, so here I will say yes. And here you can see I have got one invoice and it's unread. I haven't clicked this email and it's unread email. Okay, so now let's click OK. I will choose where to start. I will say all emails. You can just give it another type of function, which will like select the first email or select emails from a specific date. So I will, in this case, I will just say all emails and click OK. And then you can see here, I have, if I press Control A, you can see I have total of 15 invoices. And this is the backup database or the place where we back up all the invoices. So you can see we have 15, and after we run this program, it will add another invoice to this place, which will be in total like 16 in total. This is the database. You can see we have only two records. The total sales are 6.98. And now let's run this scenario. Run once. Okay. Now it's uploading the file into the Google Drive. It's been uploaded. All right. So here you can see everything is going too smooth. All right. Now, first of all, we will check if we have received the invoice on our Google Drive. You can see we have got another invoice. If I press Control A, you can see the total invoices are 16, which means we have added another invoice. Now back to the database, if we come here, you can see another record has been added to the database, and the total sales are 10.47. Okay, now coming back to the email, you can see the email is read. Okay, before we ran this scenario, you saw that the email was unread, and now you can see it's read, which means we have given the scenario a function after to tell the program or to tell the scenario to after fetching the email, you have to mark it as a read. So that's it. Now, this automation works really good for those who have no time for managing invoices or their work is not efficient. For example, they are giving around 2 hours, 1 hour, or 1.5 hours to managing invoices, copying them, pasting them, then copying like the data from the invoice manually and then adding them into the database or some type of system that they have. So this is a really great way of managing this task. This is a repeated task. It's boring, and AI can completely replace this with this kind of systems. So if you are looking for something like this and you want to apply it on any part of your life, maybe you have a small business or maybe you're someone who have a lot of things, whatever. I have provided the blueprint in the description of this video. It will be a link to my GitHub. So go ahead, follow me on GitHub as well, and download the blueprint from there. So I'm on a mission to complete a lot of templates, around 50, and then we will go to another goal or milestone to hit 100 templates of make.com. So make sure to be with me on this journey. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, since it really supports me and helps me keep motivated on uploading more videos like this. And yeah, if you needed any type of customization at the moment related to your type of work, because I have customized this in my way, If you have any problem, please make sure you reach me out through my email, or there will be a link in the video description to book a meeting with me. I will love to consult you and guide you through what you need and what type of problem you have. So I hope you have learned something from this video. If you have, please leave a like and comment down below if you have any suggestion, recommendation on the next video. Thank you. See you the next time.